Thank you.
Yes, great to have you.
The ovation.
Okay, Oscar, we've got a big pay-per-view on Saturday night. What excites you most about this year's Cinco de Mayo event?
I think everybody who's excited to come to Vegas on this weekend, you know, because you think about Cinco de Mayo, and people from all over the world come to Vegas to, you know, to feel the spirit of the Mexican festivities, the holidays, you know, drinking the beer, you know, having a great time listening to mariachi. Oh, and there's a fight, you know, so people are really excited about watching a great fight, a great event. And I'm very proud because, you know, with PBC, with Prime, with The Zone, with Golden Boy, we were able to collaborate and put an amazing card together. I mean, from top to bottom, it's gonna be fireworks. And look, we say this all the time. Oh, fight of the year, candidates and this and that. No, you take a look at the matchups, they are fire matchups. They are going to be wars, every single one. So even my lady Holly, she's like, are these fights gonna be boring, or am I gonna have to stay there for 3 hours? I'm like, no, you're gonna watch every single fight because you are going to be excited to watch all these fighters. So I'm excited. That means that Zurdo, Munguia, Rosendez, Benavides, all those, Duarte, they know they have to perform on Cinco de Mayo weekend. It's such a pressure for these fighters, but at the same time, they're eager to just show the world what they're made of.
Before you even went pro, you was an Olympic medalist, really a superstar. But you talk about the pressure of fighting on Cinco de Mayo. What kind of pressure comes with fighting on Cinco de Mayo?
Well, when everybody's expecting you to fight hard, when everybody's expecting you to see a war from you, you want to deliver. So it makes you train harder in the gym, it makes you run more miles, it makes you eat better, it makes you throw more punches. So you guarantee yourself that when you step inside that ring on Saturday night, you're not only fighting for your country, for yourself, you're fighting for all those people who spent their hard-earned money watching it on pay-per-view or watching it live, watching it on closed circuit, whatever it might be. You're thinking about those fans, so that's where the pressure comes in. Like, you want to perform, you want to just give it your all for them.
Describe what it means to be a Mexican-American fighter fighting a fighter born in Mexico. You did it on Cinco de Mayo against Rafael Ruelas, against Yuri Boy Campas. You also fought Julio Cesar Chaez. And look, at that point, some people hated you for it, some people loved you for it. What is it about that Mexico versus Mexican-American rivalry?
Well, let's be real that everybody hated me. I mean, let's be real, obviously. But it's funny because when you're fighting on a date like Cinco de Mayo, right? And keep in mind that in Mexico, it's not a big holiday. In Mexico, it's like just another day, except for this little town in Puebla, you know, where the Mexicans beat the French, and it became this big old deal, right? But here in the U.S., I'm a Gringo. I'm a pocho. That's what you know we call ourselves. You know, I'm not from here. I'm not from there. I'm like right split in the middle. You know, I'm not accepted in Mexico. I'm not accepted in the U.S. But I'm accepted in my little world. You know, so and that's the pocho. It's a Gringo. So obviously, if you fight a Mexican fighter,
A legend.
I mean, especially if you're fighting Chaez. I mean, geez, I had to roll with like 10 bodyguards. It was that crazy. But it was fun because it gave you the opportunity to perform. It gave you the opportunity to show who you really are. So imagine the pressure of feeling, of having to face Chaez, who is like, I can't even describe who he is out there. He's everything. And rightfully so, because he earned it, right? But imagine facing him and facing a whole country.
Even your family was like,
Oh, my family, yeah, all my uncles, and hey, why'd you beat him, and this and that. It's like, hey, come on, I'm your nephew, dude. But it wasn't pressure for me. It was the pressure of performing at my very best, which made me the very best.
And I was going to piggyback off what he said. How deep down inside, when you're saying you're Fernando Vargas or you're getting booed, and you're saying, look, you're not a real Mexican. How does that make you prepare for a fight like that? And then how does it make you feel being a Mexican?
It actually, they're just throwing fuel in the flame. That's all they're doing. If you know how to control that anger, that energy, you become a dangerous man inside the ring. It's like, for instance, if Fernando Vargas or, Julio Cesar Chaez, if we didn't have that little rivalry, that little extra energy to take me over the top and train harder, then I probably would have gotten beat because I wasn't motivated. But the fact that they are Mexican, the fact that they are like putting me down, saying I'm the Pocho and the Gringo, it just gives you fuel and flame, and just you want to go out there and knock somebody's head off, So that actually helped me in my career because I did face a lot of people really not understanding like where I'm coming from,
But eventually you won him over. I mean, look, we saw you do it, and I think that's really what